Hello, everyone's. I am here for Ambitions Season 1, Episode 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning and you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, you guys, this show had so many twists and turns. I just didn't know what to do with myself. It was a lot of like, oh my God, what? I was like, what? Like, a lot of that was going on this episode. When I tell you, this is so much better than what I've been going through with the have and the have-nots. And at one point do I have to, say how things really should go to make sense. Everything was just making sense. Everything was like clutching my invisible pearls. Everything was like it was giving me so much. I was like, this is the entertainment that I need on my Tuesday nights. So last episode, Rondell, her place was getting attacked. This episode, she's there with her dad and she's there with one of her employees. And they're telling the police how somebody came in, was threatening them, banging up stuff, messing up all kind of things. And Daddy, he just sitting there with a shotgun like, okay, I was gonna shoot dude, but my daughter stopped me. You would have had a victim right here on the floor right here. They trying to have him to put his gun down. Was like, I am allowed to hold a gun in Georgia. But I'm like, yeah, but you know how police are. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. And we realized why she's so passionate about this restaurant. This restaurant used to belong to her mama. Now, the daddy, I didn't get his name, but we gonna get to that in later episodes. He wants to call Evan, and I was initially thinking that Evan, he didn't just turn his back on the family. She doesn't want him to know because she doesn't really want him to put the 2 cents in. Like, he done made it out. He over there living a good life. He's the mayor. He ain't got time for us poor folks over here. But it seems like that's not exactly true. Like, the lady who works there, she lives across the street. Rondell and the daddy, they live upstairs. And we already assuming this is Peter's, this is his work. He already threatened and said my daddy ain't gonna make it out alive. And I did try to cut him because that's what, was Georgia and Detroit and some few other areas. We will cut you. We don't like Peters. Peterson already did some threatening over here. So they believe it was Peters and sent some goon over here, to intimidate us and to sign it over so they can, put up a new Starbucks, a new Whole Foods, kick out the black folks and put all some new stuff in and have, more rich people come in, gentrification and all that stuff. Now, Evan, he's over there at Erica's house, and he made a mistake that most men and women do when they're cheating. And he fell asleep. So Erica, she's over there, got her phone just to she doing all this. She getting her evidence together. Gonna prove this my man. But I'm like, girl, is it really your man? Like, why would you want this man? Because he's cheating on somebody right now with you. So you don't think that you're going to be, once, if, Stephanie gets booted out the way and you become wife, that he ain't going to eventually cheat on you too. But anyways, he wakes up, giving her this story. Like, I had a dream that we had us a nice little shack in the Caribbean. And it was just our own deserted island. Just me and you together, baby. Just me and you together. And she's like, oh. He's feeding her all this mess. And she's falling for it because she in love with this man. And she didn't put her phone down. I'm like, that looks very obvious. But he's so into wanting to have sex, he's not realizing that her phone is laying there on the doggone little side table on recording. So now she got not only pictures, but she has recordings of her and Evan. So it can't be like, oh, those pictures are Photoshop, baby. I got pictures too. So the next morning, or later on that evening, I should say, she tried to get Evan to stay. Like, stay the night and all that stuff, and wondering when he gonna divorce Stephanie. It's always, the man always saying he gonna leave the wife. Well, now I need to know when you gonna divorce her. When are you gonna make me your wife? You can't keep doing this to me. I was like, he gonna keep on doing it to you as long as you allow him to this to you. And he's like, he made her promises how he gonna make her little local fashion, little clothing line national, and she wants him to divorce Stephanie. But he's like, I'm gonna stay married to my wife. I'm not gonna abandon her while you still over sleeping with that football player whose name escapes me at this point. She said she gonna continue sleeping with whoever she wants to, and so he put a ring on her finger. And we found out that not only is he sleeping with her, he paying for her condo too. Like, you ain't gonna have to do it over there. Not when I'm paying for this condo, you not. But she takes her robe off and he sees her naked, so he's like, okay, I guess I can stay tonight. I was like, oh, just weak. But you are paying for that loss. I was like, does she love him or does she love what he can do for her? Because, he's helping her with her fashion line. He's paying for her loft. All this other things, but you just want the man to be married to. I was like, at this point, you have yourself a little good deal. Not that I'm condoning it. Like, he helping you with your business. He's been paying for where you stay at. Like, do you really want this man who is cheating? At least you can have you that little football player whose name escapes me. Just saying. So, Amara's insecurity is going to get the best of her because, she didn't already have the feeling that Titus has feelings for Stephanie because he didn't tell her that he met up with Stephanie. He's like, he wanted to avoid an argument like they're having right now. So he didn't hush her up with some good little sex. But I was like, you should have known that was just I'm having sex with you to hush you up. Because last episode, y'all was about to have sex, but you said, oh, I love your hands on me. And he stopped that real quick, fast, in a hurry. But I guess he figured if I have sex with you, I ain't got to discuss this with you right now. I done told you several times that I'm not here for Stephanie, but you keep on bringing it up. And that's going to be the downfall of our relationship. So I guess after he gave her some good love and they went to sleep. But now his phone is going off. Oh, who's this calling you in the middle of the night? It says SC. So, she done got his phone out and everything and this, opened it with his little thumb and whatnot and sees it was from, Stephanie Carlisle. What was she calling you in the middle of the night for? Ain't nothing we need to discuss legally to go on in the middle of the night. First of all, how did she get your number? And second of all, why you have her number saved in your phone? Maybe it wasn't saved. But I'm gonna go and say it was saved in his phone. Like, why you got my number? You should have my office number, not my cell phone number. So we have another little connection going on because Erica's mom is Rondell's employee, and she known Evan for years, and she know he ain't no good. I'm just gonna assume that Erica's mama and Rondell and Evan's mama was good friends from way back in the day, and they all grew up together. Rondell, Evan, and Erica, and now she just fell in love with him. But mama's like, that man is not good for you. I know him since he was a little boy, and he wasn't nothing then, and he ain't nothing now. But I did question was Erica's son's Evans, but we're going to get to that at the end of the episode. So Amara shows up because she didn't text Stephanie that night. And she's like, oh, you thought it was Titus. No, boo-boo, that was me. Showed up. She basically like, we need to talk about respect and business hours. His office hours are between 9 and 5. She was getting her big red on. His office hours are between 9 and 5. You respect that. That's business time, not middle of the night. She's going on. Remember, he is my man. She's like, they get to going on about discussing stealing boyfriends. She's like, I didn't steal him. You threw him away and I got him. And she's like, as opposed to stealing what I wanted. She's like, oh, well, since we're speaking about stealing boyfriends, how about your husband and the stealing that he's been accused of? Care to talk about that? And she's like, oh, that old Kent, whatever his last name was. It escapes me right now. What was his name? Oh, what Kent Hamilton saying? Only an imbecile would believe something like that. I was like, oh, is Evan stealing? Or is, Councilman, Hamilton just being the politician that he is? I don't know. But she's like, I have to get back to work. She's going, yes, civil work is such hard work to find. I was like, you only got your job because your daddy owns a firm. You got your job from nepotism. I got my job because I am a good lawyer. Can't say the same about you. Yeah, I'm telling you, this episode was so good. So Evan gets a call from the daddy, let him know that somebody tried to rob, somebody, came over here, some thug came over here, messing up the shop, doing this, that, and the third. So Evan takes himself over there to mom and daddy Carlisle house and is like, look here, bruh, don't be sending people over here to, threaten my mom, my sister, and my daddy. That's what you're not gonna do. Like, oh, dude, I will kick you in your knee and have your whole body falling apart. Don't do it, bro. So this is when I was like, okay, maybe Evan is for his family, because I couldn't tell. Like I told y'all, it was so many twists and turns on this show that I'm loving it. And Mama Carlisle was like, he didn't send anybody over there. I did. And I was like, say what? Mama did? See, Mama Carlisle look like she just so prim and proper. She just sitting back. Her husband is ruthless. Always been ruthless. But Mama Carlisle out here sending thugs over there. But she's like, I wasn't trying to have nobody hurt your mom, your sister, or your daddy. I just wanted to scare them. Like, look here, this development it's gonna benefit us all. And once the development goes through, we can get rid of that old Val Peters. I just needed, to scare them a little bit. And I'm looking like, well, dang, Mama ruthless too. Would you rather it was when a Peters hit man? He said, I'm trying to keep us all safe. And he's like, how would the press feel that, the matriarch of the Carlisle family are sending out thugs? Oh, no one's going to find out because we're family. And Daddy Carl's like, yeah, we family. He's like, no, them people's over there, that's my family. My sister and my daddy. We family. We not. Okay? I was like, all right, tell him, Evan. Daddy was like, I ain't know you had it in you, Mama Carlisle. She was like, should I have been married to you for 40-something years? You didn't think I'd pick something up? And we back to doing whatever she was doing. I was like, well, okay. Stephanie, she done hired a private investigator to get all the dirt on Titus and Amara. Titus, he is squeaky clean. But Amara, she was out here cheating with a coworker, and she benefited by getting a good little pay raise. And all that good stuff, good little raise in the progress. So, she's already in her mind, getting her shenanigans on, like, okay, if I do that, and I do that, oh yes, Titus gonna be mine, yeah. She was giving off that. Now, Evan has the nerve to be jealous because Erica's fake boyfriend was able to do something that he couldn't do because he was out here trying to figure out what's going on in my sister's restaurant. Because Erica was calling him like, look here, I'm trying to have this photo shoot in the park, but this police officer says I don't have a permit. I need you to come down here. He's like, I got business to take care of. Like, I can't handle that right now. So, fake boyfriend comes along and offers the police officer 4 tickets to the Falcons game. And she all happy hugging on fake boyfriend. And he shows up and jealousy is written all over his face. Now, y'all, Rambling Kay said something that now I can't get out of my head. She says that, like, his head and his neck is, like, all one size. Like, there's no definition. And now I can't unsee that. And, like, I wish I hadn't saw that because, like, now that's all I focus on. But he over here jealous, kind of shading her and what she got going on in her little business ventures and whatnot. I was like, we jealous of her, ain't we? All this is going over fake boyfriend's head. He none the wise. I was like, don't you realize this dude is shady your girlfriend? He is looking at your girlfriend like, yes, I had you last night and I will have you again tonight. Don't play with me with this fake boyfriend of yours. So, Rondell, she having like a little nag meeting. Neighbors against gentrification. Councilman Hamilton shows up to show support. And I don't know if he got, he's a little sweet on Rondell, or is he just being a politician and he's working with Peters, trying to get on her good side to make her slip up, work with, her, but really working for Peters. I don't know. I'm hoping that he ain't no little fake, dude, and he really working for Peters, because then I would be mad, because I like him on Black Lightning. He plays I can't remember like the detective dude. And I'm hoping on this show he ain't somebody I'm gonna be side-eyeing. But you know, the neighbors, they seem to be with her. You know, we're gonna stand together. Even though one dude was ready to sell his business and, you know, move to wherever he was trying to move to. But they're like, no, we need to stay together. Keep our neighborhood together. We can't be getting bought out and shoved off somewhere. Give us a little bit of something. Where we gonna move it then? This is our neighborhood. We've been here for years. I ain't giving up my mama's restaurant. My mama worked too hard for that. I was like, all right, good. Yeah. Fight Rondell. I like Rondell. I think that's her name. Is it Rondell or Ron? I don't know. I'm going to keep on calling. I think it's Rondell. That's what I'm going to keep on calling her. Now, lastly, my question was answered. Because Evan goes over to Erica's house. And the little boy knows Evan is like, you know, hey, Evan, hey. So he gives the little boy a little iPad and goes into the room. And she's like, what you doing here? Can't a man see his son? I was like, oh, so that is your baby. I was wondering that earlier on in the episode. Was that their baby? Or did she have a baby by somebody else? So these two have been in a relationship for a good minute. To where she had a baby. The baby, he was probably like 3 or 4 years old. So I don't know how this is going to work out later on, but y'all, I'm telling y'all, I am here for the show. I am here for all the twists and turns and the weaving and all that stuff. I'm here for the little triangles, the little squares, the little what's it called, rectangles, the little octagons, all of that. I am so here for that. This is what I need on my Tuesday nights. So if I missed anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It was free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you'll be well notified. If you're returning, you a family member and you one of my peoples, welcome back. Tell your people to tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.